Hey guys, welcome to the Daily Dose. It is Thursday, March 12th, 2026. Hope you're doing well. What a whirlwind in NFL free agency. I talked about the beginnings of it on Tuesday, but I've got to address this Max Crosby situation again to review. Max Crosby ostensibly traded to the Ravens for 2 number 1 picks. He goes to Baltimore to celebrate with his wife and, of course, take a physical. The Ravens look at him, look at the physical, and fail him. They void the trade, and a lot of people are throwing arrows at the Ravens for having cold feet and pulling out of this trade and not operating in a professional manner. Here's what I know about this, just from a general point of view that you have to know. Number one, there's no universal NFL physical. Each team has subjective physical. You could pass on one team and not pass on another. It seems like the Ravens were concerned about this knee, which I just found out was operated on in January, and they did a comprehensive physical with their medical staff, their doctors, and it looks like they brought in other doctors to say, hey, tell us, are we seeing this right here? And for the massive investment of 2 number 1 picks, plus a $30 million salary and more going forward, they said, no, we're out. We're not going to make this trade. And they moved on to Trey Hendrickson, who they signed, who also has injury history. Now, do I think this would have been a different kind of physical if this was a trade of a 7th round pick? I do. Risk requires different parts of allocation of how comprehensive things are. If you're trading for a down the line player with not giving up anything, yeah, you'll take the risk of the physical, but not for this kind of investment. So he goes back to the Raiders. The Raiders have him and they take him. They say they're not trading him, but it seems like all the offers have dried up in a perception that they're damaged goods. So the same teams that are, I don't know, criticizing the Raiders for operating this way are certainly respecting the Raiders, because there are all these rumors the Raiders had to outbid these teams like the Cowboys or the Eagles or even the Packers about trying to get Max Crosby. Well, now it doesn't seem like Max Crosby is drawing a lot of offers to the Raiders to come and try to get him. So we don't know exactly what to believe. But hey, this is big boy business. It happens, right? It happens where a failed physical, you send them back, the trade's null and void. As for the Raiders trying to get out all these deals they made thinking they wouldn't have Crosby's $30 million, no. You're just not going to do that. And would the Ravens have operated differently? Maybe. I mean, you just don't know. You just got to say, listen, let's take the emotion out of this. It was a business decision to trade him, and it's a business decision to void the physical. Listen, I've been involved. When we traded a player from the Packers, they sent him back, failed physical. I didn't believe that. I thought they looked at him, they thought he'd be bigger, stronger than he looked. They sent him back. What are you going to do? You're going to challenge a failed physical? No. You have to respect doctors' opinions, and you have to respect what the teams say. Now, I was pissed at the agent. I mean, I was pissed at the team, but you need to do business with the team. It's a long horse race. So, yes, this is bad business, and maybe the Ravens and Raiders are enemies for the moment, but time does heal these wounds, so we'll see. But Max Crosby is going to be a Raider until and unless the Raiders get an offer they really like, and maybe he won't be a Raider. But it's all good right now between him and the Raiders, because what other choice do they have? All right. Trying to explain that to you. I know it's a lot of emotion out there about this one. I'll talk to you soon.